And with us right now, a major Republican star, and that is the Florida Senator Marco Rubio. Senator, thank you so much for joining us.
To see who else you had on the show. I didn't know we were talking about, man.
So, Senator, I want to ask you this. You know, I've seen you sitting right next to Mr. Trump on all the national newscasts and so on. You were a major contender for the number 2 spot on the ticket. Put on your hat to guess what's going to happen with President Biden. Do you think he stays in the race or is he gone?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know because the Democrats haven't consulted me on it, you know, but I have a lot of questions about this. First of all, they knew that this guy's condition. Okay, they knew it. They had been exposed to it. It was not a mystery to anybody, and they covered it up. And I think there's a lot of tough questions to ask of people in his administration, of senior Democrats, of the media, who knew this guy's condition and covered it up and hid it from the American people on the conspiracy of lies. That's the first thing. The second thing I would say is it seems highly undemocratic to have voters select someone in a primary and then have 8 or 10 party insider elders just come in, parachute in, and force the guy off the ballot. Third, if he's not up to the job of being a candidate, how can he continue as president? Because the candidate is easier than president.
That's a good point, Senator.
And the fourth is, if he's not up to the job of being a candidate, who's running the country? Who's running the country right now? If what they're saying is that this guy is not capable of handling a campaign, I think it's a legitimate question to ask who is making the decisions and running the country and who's been running the country for the last 3 years. These are all legitimate points that I hope the media will ask of senior Democrats if they carry out this plan, this internal Democratic coup d'etat.
Senator, a lot of press is waiting for you, so I'm only going to ask you one more follow-up question, and that is, you have worked with Kamala Harris in the Senate. As you know, speculation she may be atop of the ticket. I think it's a complete joke, but that's my personal opinion. You know a lot more on this than I do. What do you think about her as the Democratic nominee?
I treat everyone with respect. Always have. I never had a bad relationship with Kamala Harris, but she's a left-wing Democrat. I mean, she's a California Democrat. And every idea that you can think of, the most extreme ideas on the left, packing the Supreme Court, the Green New Deal, putting every American on one insurance that run by the government, she supported all of these ideas. She supported all of them. She would be the most far-left candidate of a major party in the history of our country. So I think that will be exposed in a campaign. And where already these far left policies have done tremendous damage to America, she would be catastrophic. So I think, it'll be a different campaign than against Biden, but it's maybe in some ways an easier one. I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out. I think that at the end of the day, Trump's not going to win because he's running against Biden or Kamala Harris. He's going to win because he is the guy that's saying, I am going to put the interest of people first, not white people, African Americans, Hispanics, Republicans, Democrats, people. And what do people want? They want higher paychecks, lower prices, safe streets, a secure border, and America to be respected in the world again. That's what they want. Who's against that? I guess there's probably some lunatics that are against it, but the majority of the American people are not against it. And he's very clear about what he's fighting for. That's why he's going to win, no matter who they run. They don't have anybody on their side that's for any of that.